build. I don't really like it a lot. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like it's super all in. You gotta be very lucky to drive by against the Zerg with decent scouting like that, and yeah, we'll see if you do it again.
In the bottom right, excuse me, in the bottom right is Zimp as the blue Zerg. In the top right is Sheepdog as the green Terran. The map is Electric Circuit. Once again, whoops, got those colors back mixed up. Sheepdog is blue, and Zimp is green. There we go. Alright. So once again, Sheepdog is going to be sending the Overlord in the correct direction. Oh no, man. I have a feeling that Zimp should change up his build order, but I don't think he's going to. But I don't think he's going to. I think he's going to do the same thing, because apparently that's the Zimp build. Go for fast expansion into quick attack. And I mean, I definitely think that could be a good build. If the Zerg opponent is playing normally, does not block their ramp with Lings preemptively, does not build 3 Sunkens without scouting a large number of Marines, and there's only 1 Sunken, the Vultures could have easily gotten in and done a lot of damage. And
I don't know.
I really think that if the Zerg was doing normal stuff, that build could really work out.
But even without scouting, by the time you almost have your meters, do you really think you have below 3 Sunkens? I think that's super risky if you don't scout. And even if you scout, you most likely, if you go for 3H muter, at least if I sometimes play Zerg against Terran, I feel like I at least need 4 or 5 to not die against some timing push of Marines medics, so...
Well, right. But he had the Overlord in position to see the Marine number. And to see when they were moving out, if they were moving out at all.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
Alright, this time Zimp will not be blocking the hatchery, and Sheepdog gets it down at a very normal time. Zerglings will be coming out soon as well.
Oh, fake bunker rush.
Huh, interesting. Yeah, a little bit of a fake bunker rush here. There are no Marines coming down. So... Oh, he canceled out a little bit early. But you can think of that kind of like a Manor Pylon. I mean,
yeah,
you're stopping 3
cool.
drones for mining for the time of the building.
I think against pool first it's pretty useless, but if Zerg goes for hatchery first, you can make him feel super confused, and he feels like you're going to rush him. Then he pulls like all of his drones, and loses a lot of mining time even if he doesn't need to. So that can be a very nice move to get an early advantage.
So, CC once again going down for Zimp. There's a bunker there, so the Lings... A few more Lings than last time. Sheepdog getting up to 8. Is there more coming? No, just gonna be those 8. Still shouldn't be an issue. He even has 2 Marines standing here to try to block the run by. Yeah. Not going to be a thing. And we do have the refinery going down again. So Zimp, to this point, is in fact going for the same kind of build. I mean, based off of going for fast factory, the Zerglings actually are going in for the run by.
Wow.
Oh, and Zimp, he pulled the Marines into the bunker to try to keep them alive because he didn't quite have that many. But it allowed the Zerglings to just go in. I don't think Zimp was expecting there to be 8 Zerglings. I think he was expecting the lower number of 6. 6 would have been very close, and I think he would have had just enough Marines. But with 8, he was able to get the run by off. Still, pretty nice micro from Zimp there. Didn't lose a Marine. I think he only lost 1 SCV. So, crisis averted in that regard. And now he's getting a second barracks. Not a factory. Okay.
Wow, and Sheepdog is getting link speed now after starting his lair. Classic 2H Muta, seems so.
Does appear to be. Zimp. Yeah, Zimp's going for 2 Racks Academy. Just getting that gas a little bit quick. He's also throwing down the engineering bay. So he got the gas a little bit earlier. So now he can get the engineering bay a little bit earlier. Afford to get the +1. Slight variation on bio. But I'm glad. But it did look exactly the same as what he was doing in game 1. And now has completely changed.
Oh, that gas on his natural from Sheepdog. That sunk. Yeah, he kills it.
Oops. Oh, a little bit of a mistake from Sheepdog there. Going to be forced to rebuild the sunken colony.
Yeah.
175 minerals. A little bit of an issue. There's an Overlord. I don't know how many of the Marines the Overlord can see.
Not too much, I think.
Not too much? No, there's no way it can see.
One.
Yeah, he can't see all the way back there. So he doesn't know that there's a big bioforce until he sends those Zerglings in. Is he going to have enough Sunkens this time? He has 2. And that's all his build probably planned for, because normally he would have 3 if he didn't have to destroy that other one.
Yeah.
The 2H Mutalisk is coming up. If Zimp goes right now, he might be able to hit before the Mutalisk pop, but I don't think that's going.
So too.
I don't think he's going to quite go now. So the Mutalisks now have a chance as the Spire is just finishing. And Sheepdog's getting a Hydralisk den again. Sheepdog just absolutely does not know that Zimp's going bio. Because going for a Hydralisk den off of 2 hatcheries. Well, he does have the 3rd hatchery up. He did get a 3rd hatchery up at his expansion here.
Yeah.
No mining from it yet. Still, it's just a very fast Hydralisk den. And I don't know if it's going to have a whole lot of practicality with bio. I mean, this isn't a gas expansion. He's only on 2 gases. Does he have enough economy to be reducing Mutalisks and Lurkers?
It's close. But I think it's going to be very hard for him right now since Zimp put down a almost perfect Muta defense at both his main base and his natural. So it's going to be hard for him to do any damage with his Mutas, I think. So.
Mutalisks are going in. It's still going to be a little bit longer before Stim is done. Oh, never mind. Stim just finishing now. I thought he had a little bit more time, but no, Stim's done. And man, this just would make it really hard for Sheepdog to get any kind of damage here. You're right, absolutely right. There was very nice Mutalisk defense this game. Lots of turrets, even double bunker here.
Yeah, I love that bunker.
You love that bunker? I think it's kind of interesting. Because, I mean, it's going to do about as much damage as a turret. But the Mutalisks are automatically going to be scared away from it. They'll never challenge the bunker, even though they probably can take it out pretty easily. So it's a cute move. I like it too. Mutalisk count is up to 10. No damage done so far. And Sheepdog, he's building Hydralisks. It's going to be a very quick transition out of 2-hatch Mutalisk. Mutalisk trying to get some Marine kills here. They're going to be able to pick up a few, but not really enough to make it worth it. He lost a Mutalisk, maybe 2, and then took a whole mess of damage on the other ones. They're all not looking very healthy right now. And Mutalisks are going in, loses 1 to these turrets, does manage to take 2 of them out, but there are just so many turrets here that he's just going to be a never-ending line of trying to kill all the turrets. Does manage to pick off some spawning Marines. He did clear up the turrets that were defending the barracks, so he'll be able to stop reinforcements, but he has to worry about the long limbo line of Marines coming down to attack his base. Lurkers are morphing in. I guess he does have the gas because he's not replenishing his Mutalisk count, and they will be barely in time to stop the Marines from doing any more damage. The Sunkens do go down. But man, the only thing they might be able to get is that extractor. Not even that. As the Mutalisks come home, the Lurkers are getting into a better position. And Sheepdog is going to be able to hold.
What's interesting, Zimp also mannered himself at this natural. This gas is driving a super long way as well.
Man, that's like a combo manner. It's mannered by the missile turret and then mannered by the supply depot at the same time. Well, normally when a player goes for 2-hatch Mutalisk, their economy is really bad. And since Sheepdog didn't do any damage with the Mutalisks, I would be inclined to say that Zimp's in a great position. But he transitioned out of that Mutalisk so fast. He got his lurkers up so fast. He's now even going for Hive.
Yeah, and
where
he's doing...
Zimp just got his first tank out.
Oh, that Marines! Oh my god.
Ooh. Losing a couple of them there. That's actually interesting. I don't know why Sheepdog's taking out his own side disruptor.
Yeah, I think he wanted to sneak through without Zimp realizing it, but I think the minerals do block them anyway still, or can he run?
No, he can run past the minerals. That won't block them.
Okay. Yeah, I think he was trying to just sneak by and maybe, do some hold lurker stuff or something like that, but sadly, right in that moment, some Marines were running that way, so he realized it in time.
I guess, but then the issue is he's continuing to kill them, even though it's very clear that Zimp knows that these lurkers are coming out. Loses 2 of them for free. Yeah.
What is also interesting, Sheepdog hasn't got any upgrade by now. He just has his Evo chamber finished right now. And Zimp already has got an upgrade, so that won't be too good for the lurkers to fight without an upgrade. But we'll see.
Indeed. Zimp doesn't quite have that armor upgrade yet, so the lurkers will still 2-hit the Marines without the medic support. But yeah, once that armor upgrade kicks in, which should... No, he's not actually getting the armor upgrade right now. And instead just working on his science facility. And throwing down a lot of barracks.
Yeah, he's banking a lot of money and now he adds barracks as crazy.
Yeah, I guess he is. He's throwing down 5 barracks and still has 2k in the bank. Setting up this command center here, possibly so that the Overlord doesn't see it. The non-existent Overlord? Whatever. I mean, it's not going to take that long to float out, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright. So, Sheepdog, large number of speedlings at this point. I doubt they have crack. Maybe they do. I thought the hive hadn't quite been up that long. But maybe crack is done. Certainly a way to sneak around behind, get the flank off with those lings, and attack up the front with lurkers and a few mutalisks remaining. Setting up a very scary attack. The question is, does he want to go for an attack now, or does he want to wait for defilers? Because defilers are so powerful, but he might not have that option as he hasn't started his defiler mound yet. Oh, no. Sheepdog trying to get fancy with his lurkers, but not going to quite be able to get that out. And Sheepdog's moving in. Could be for the backstab, could be for the flank, but that is a lot of lurker ling to deal with. As you said earlier, still unupgraded. Odd to see a Zerg player without upgrades this late, but it has to do with how fast he got up to Hive. Oh man, he might hit at the exact wrong time here.
Yeah.
Oh, as Zimp already has his next wave of army, and it's in a perfect position to defend against this. Terrible timing for Sheepdog, just getting very unlucky with the reinforcements. He would have been able to come out and crush that army if it had been moving, but instead, he's going to lose all of his lings immediately, and the lurkers just not going to be enough to push through the bunkers. Man, and that is the majority of his army, and he did absolutely nothing to deal with that force that is bearing down on the mineral only. Siege tank's getting in a continuous better and better position. There is a lurker here. It's not a hold lurker. Doing a little bit of damage, but the science vessel comes in, so it's not going to be an issue. Science vessel and tanks. There is a defiler mound out. Consume has just started to be researched. Even getting some Scourge out to try to snipe that science vessel. If he can do that, that's going to be a great start. But man, the Terran's just too deep into his base. I mean, there is a Marine in his main. And I mean, the Marine got killed, but it's not going to stay like that for long. Nidus Canal being set up over at the far expo. Possibly could get those defilers over.
Yeah.
Instead of going the other way. Because he certainly needs help defending his main. That backstab did slow down Zimp to a certain extent. If Zimp had gotten those reinforcements here, he'd be pushing down. He wouldn't be so cautious at this point. So Sheepdog has at least slowed down Zimp, but he hasn't lost a single one of these tanks. There are still 3 tanks up for all this time. Scourge going in, trying to snipe the science vessel, gets one. Does not hit with the other. D-Matrix going down on one of the Marines, and now the Swarm is going down, so he will be able to defend to a certain extent. Zimp's positioning is pretty bad here. It shouldn't be too hard for Sheepdog to get the attack off that he needs, especially with that Swarm. A great placement on the Swarm. It should be easy to pick off the tanks now. But the Marines are going in and doing what they need to do. He's not going to be able to win the fight against the Zergling straight up, so he should just go and kill 10 drones off immediately. Oh, brutal attack by Zimp there. The Lurkers are going to be able to stop it, but man, the damage has already been done. Finally, some tanks going down. But Zimp still has his good position, and he can hold that high ground as long as Sheepdog can't get swarms up there. Oh, loses a science vessel, unfortunately. But he can hold that position and just wait for more reinforcements, which should be coming pretty soon. I mean, despite the fact that he has 12 barracks, he's still at 7k, so...
Yeah, I was thinking right now he could go for battle cruisers so badly with that money right now.
Man, he's lifted up his science facility. Clearly he needed to lift it up so he could go and place the physics lab.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Because he can't fit it where it is. That's definitely the reason he lifted it up. Man. So Zimp's actually about to be mined out at his main and not too much longer at his natural. So he'll just be on that mineral only until he can find another expansion. Taking expansion shouldn't be too hard though, as Sheepdog has 0 map presence. So just getting the SCV out there, he doesn't even need too much to defend it. Just with his constant attacks, he's gonna
he's getting the drop, I think.
He's gonna get the drop?
Yes.
Yes, he does get the drop. Very nice. But Zimp is attacking the other side. There is a Nidus Canal. Is he gonna be able to save this hidden expo over here? Nidus Canal almost taken out immediately, but not quite. Swarm does go down, but Irradiate on the Sloan Defiler, so probably no more Swarm. Nope. 2 more Defilers coming through the Nidus. Alright. Well, he can keep casting that if he wants to, but the tank can pick away at the building. He can pick away at the buildings. Lurker's stepping forward. Lurker's in a great position, and it's going to force Zimp to move here. Actually getting a lot of shots off on the M&M, and a couple of shots on the tank too. But the Marines are swinging around the side. The first swarm has let off, so this is a great attack angle for the Marines to come in now. He needs another swarm, but the Defiler has no energy. Lots of Zerglings hatching, but they need to hatch and then need to get consumed. I don't think it's going to happen because they seem to be just dying immediately. The Defiler goes down without casting another swarm, so I don't know how he's going to be able to save this base now with no Nidus, no Defiler. There is another Nidus coming here, and there are a good number of Lurkers with no tank. So maybe he will be able to stall long enough with the Marines not going in. What is the upgrade on the Lurkers right now? 1 armor, 0 attack, compared to 2-1 Marines. That's an uphill fight if I've ever seen one.
Oh, we got some Ultralisks at the natural of Sheepdog.
We do have some Ultralisks glitching out a little bit there, trying to get into the action. That's actually a good amount of Ultralisks considering how much of a hit his economy's taken.
Nah, but meanwhile he's losing his expansion.
He is. It looks like Zimp has given up, even though the Nidus Canal has finished. There's not a whole lot that can be done here. Zimp not even using all the Marines to attack. Too busy worrying about this larger fight over on this side where things aren't going so well. Zimp, you need to use that 8K, 3K.
Yeah, I think he's able to build battle cruisers now.
He has the physics lab.
Yeah.
He needs to start. Like, I mean, you could also just have some barracks not building anything and another barracks queued up to 5. I guess you could do that too, but...
battle cruiser, he's building too.
He started the battle cruiser. He has started the battle cruisers. Very good. Try to keep an eye on that physics lab to see if he researches Yamato or not. Man. But actually, this is looking like a pretty scary attack from Sheepdog here. Zimp needs to hold off, but Zimp only has 1 mining base. He cannot afford to lose too much here. It doesn't look like he will. And Sheepdog going to GG before we get a chance to see the battle cruisers.
Sad.
Zimp ties it up 1-1.